Okay, I guess you can say this the little risque version. I'm Patty Jackson, your auntie of pop culture, Ginger. And Toya, LaToya Charleston, Chocolate Divinity. It's not cute.
Not knowing.
Let's talk about Nicki Minaj, her husband in jail for failing to register as a sex offender over something that happened 4 years ago. Apparently, when you're on that Megan's list,
Yes.
everywhere you go, everywhere you live, you must register. How do you think this is going to impact her career?
Not good. Her career has been slipping for a while now. It only adds to the fact that you were so supportive of your brother who was raping his stepdaughter. Now you're with a predator against women, and he's being detained once again for not doing what he was supposed to do.
Yep, you got to go, because then you're restricted on where you can live.
Yes.
You're very restricted. You just can't pop up anywhere.
No.
But he failed to register as a sex offender. Pop star Katy Perry is pregnant. The American Idol judge really rolled it out in a very beautiful way. There have been growing speculation that she's pregnant. She's due this summer. So even though she's little, she started, starting to show.
Leo baby.
But yeah, it might be a Leo baby. But she unveiled it in a video. She's been dating actor Orlando Bloom for a minute.
Congratulations.
Lizzo versus Tik Tok.
What's going on with that?
Apparently, they had taken down all of her videos with her in swimsuits. Lizzo loves bikinis. She loves thongs. It's all about body positivity.
Now, I'm sorry. Did they take other people's videos down who might have been
Well,
doing
at this time, they only took hers down, but they put them back on because Lizzo called them out.
Y'all stop doing this. Like
they keep doing stuff to Lizzo. Leave her alone.
Let her be fat and happy. It is okay. Y'all wrong.
Obesity is a real problem.
It is.
It's across the country. In America, it's a problem.
Yes, it is.
In the African-American community, it really is. On the latest edition of The Real, Lonnie Love talked about growing up poor. They had to eat what they had to eat.
Yeah.
I guess she's in her 40s now. Well, Amanda Seales had this look on her face like,
she's my spirit animal. Girl.
Did she not understand the conversation? They're not going to last together.
It's a good thing that, isn't Lonnie exiting after the summer?
That's the rumor.
Well, I think it'll become real after that episode.
Amanda she's kind of different.
I love it. Because listening to the conversation, yes, I get that. Growing up in underprivileged neighborhoods, a lot of time the accessibility of healthy foods is not there. And you have to, a lot of times, that McDonald's dollar menu and all the
Hugs.
all
some
the
markets
corner stores
in low-income neighborhoods are disgusting.
Yes.
They don't even have to spell fruit.
Exactly. But you're in your 40s now, so... I can see why. It's like you got to take accountability. As a kid growing up, yes, that's all you have accessible. But girl, you're making a good coin over here. What?
You can go get some fruit.
A good salad?
Yeah.
They even put burgers and lettuce now.
Elizabeth Warren dropping out today, and it was a little sad watching her, because it makes you say, will there ever be a woman?
There will. There will.
Will a woman ever? There's this documentary on Hillary Clinton on Hulu. Oh, it breaks down why people either love her or hate her.
Wow.
There's very in between.
Okay.
Because Hillary, I think she came off as too much. And sometimes people are afraid if you're too much, if you're too loud, if you're too loud.
And this is what bothers me. If you might not like that in your everyday life, this woman would be running a country. Why is it okay for a man to be a bit loud and aggressive and abrasive? You expect that because you want to know that the leader of your country ain't no B at the end of the day. They're not going to be bullied. But why do you not feel the same with a woman possibly sitting in that seat?
I don't know what
I
would love to know who this woman is going to be. Women are judged by their looks. Constantly.
Yes.
Constantly judged.
Yep.
by their look. So
I think it's just going to take some time. I'm glad it's becoming our new norm, though, now to see a woman running for presidency.
Yeah. Chris Matthews, when he had the Hardball show on MSNBC, I told y'all there was more to it. Mm-hmm. They told him to leave. His Me Too shenanigans were just rising up and up and up. He didn't know how to talk to young girls. He clearly did not know how to talk to young girls. And in today's, we're in a climate, there's just certain things you can't say. And if you're in the office, you can't walk around without your pants on.
What?
You can't walk around without your pants on.
Chris, where were you going?
Can't walk around without your pants on.
Please tell me you were trying to make it to the bathroom before you had explosive diarrhea. What happened?
You can't put in someone's ear. We're in a different climate. We're in a different climate.
I think a whole another planet. What?
He didn't want to leave. Do you think he wanted to leave? We going to the presidential elections? Do you think he wanted to leave all them good shows?
You wanted to leave when you took that peen out and tried to put it in that girl's ear. What?
There's just certain things you can't do. But no, they told him, they said the big bosses came, you got to go. Because when he made the announcement, I'm retiring. Then he was gone. There was no hour-long show. There was another man sitting in the seat. We live in a different climate. That's all I'm going to say. Chrissy Teigen opens up, the wife of John Legend, Glamour magazine. She talked about a lot, Toya. Okay. She talked about mental health, postpartum depression after the first baby. Okay. She talked about her breast implants. She said she got them at 20 because she wanted them to be perky when she posed. Well, now she wants them out, but she wants them lifted back up. And she talked about sleeping with John Legend on their first date. And she says that they could do that because they were shooting a video and it felt like the video was like 10 years in the making.
Stop saying this. Young girls watching this narrative, watching whatever interview she did. This is not, don't be throwing that cat all around everybody just because you spent a video shoot, 10 hours on a video shoot?
Yeah.
Girl, protect your cat. Put the box away.
It worked for her.
It ain't going to work for all of y'all.
It worked for her.
It was great for her. That don't work all the time.
It worked for her. Harvey Weinstein is headed to Rikers. He had heart surgery this week where they put a stent in his heart. He gets sentenced on March 11th, but you know what they said? Come on. Rikers is waiting.
You can heal in here. You ain't going to be doing nothing.
He'll be healing in Rikers Island. Yeah. Nene Leakes. Is her shelf life about to expire? Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's not the friendliest person. No. She claims that Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin, kept her from getting a talk show. I hear she's going to have reduced time on the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candy is the one who makes the money, right?
Yes. Candy Nene was, but Candy as of now was the highest paid.
She's got her attitude.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how your attitude can get in the way?
Yes.
Your attitude can get in the way of you making money because what else can she do?
I mean, she's been an actress before, but that kind of dried up in a sense. I don't know. The Nene thing is just, it's hurtful. She has reigned for 10 years. But I distinctly remember when the switch happened. I'm cashing Trump checks when she was on
The Apprentice.
Yeah, when she was on The Apprentice.
Bragging about that money.
It all started like kind of getting to her head. I think people were disgusted also. This past Sunday, she was on Watch What Happens Live. She looked amazing, by the way. Girl, whatever you're doing, keep doing that. But Andy asked her a question about Kenya Moore's husband and how does she feel about that situation. By the way, Mark Daly talks to Kenya crazy. Nene's response was karma. So Andy was like, you don't feel any type of way, like no empathy, nothing? Karma. You didn't have to even say anything. That's just, it might be time for it to be over.
Wow.
Yeah, and I do like Nene overall, but you're leaving too many bad tastes in people's mouths.
Our prayers go out to singer Stevie Wonder. His younger brother, Timothy Hardaway, passed away today. So keep Stevie Wonder in your prayers and his family as they mourn the loss of his youngest brother. I had a chance to interview a young actor, Dexter Darden. There's a new movie coming out with Forest Whitaker and Usher this weekend entitled Burden. The premise is it's set in 1996, and this Ku Klux Klan group wants to build a museum. One of the sons is tired of the hate and all of that, so he runs away, falls in love with a black woman, and he winds up going to live with Forest Whitaker, who's a preacher. Dexter Darden and all of those in the black community kind of like takes him in.
Okay, this will be an interesting watch. I'm interested to see
Forrest
what it's about.
is in it. Usher is in it, but Dexter Darden hails from this area, everybody, and we had a good time today. Clark Sisters comes on Easter weekend.
Okay.
April the 11th on Lifetime, and with every preview I see, I cannot wait for the Madam C.J. Walker story, Self-Made. It starts streaming on Netflix March 20th. Now, I know she wasn't the first, but the story is about Madam C.J. Walker.
Stop.
It really irritates me when people are like, well, she wasn't the first. Well, the story's about Madam C.J. Walker.
Stop doing this. Stop trying to discredit her.
Octavia Spencer is playing her, and Blair Underwood is playing her husband. Fine all day. Bill Bellamy is in it. Garrett Morris is in it. Tiffany Haddish is in it. Carmine JoJo is in it as her competitor, as the woman who did do it first, but it was Madam C.J. Walker. She was the one who really put it on the map. Therefore, this story is about her.
Yeah, please. And that's amazing that they even, who was the original lady who did it?
I forgot.
That's amazing that they even included her in that story.
Carmine JoJo plays this woman who didn't want to show. All right. Carmine JoJo was a beautiful... the woman that she plays was this beautiful light-skinned woman.
Oh, okay, I have seen
who was like, everybody wants to look like me. Colorism does exist in the black community.
Yes, it does.
It does. They want to pit light against dark. Remember when we first started this? Remember we first started YouTube?
Yes.
And we used to have to gather people up.
Yep.
Toya does not stand behind me.
No,
because she's dark-skinned.
When they said that,
I know. I was like, y'all reaching.
I screamed.
You're reaching.
Y'all are playing out here.
Y'all are you're going too far. Why dark-skinned girl?
Are y'all okay?
We don't do the colorism stuff here.
At all.
I don't care if it's ebony and ivory.
Thank you.
Ebony and cinnamon or ginger, whatever the heck I'm going to be. But it ain't like that. But colorism is real.
Yes, it is.
And people get into their feelings. And it was one of the things that I think it spurred Madam C.J. Walker to say, I'm going to get this because even though a lot of women are not putting perms in their hair or straightening stuff, and they're going and embracing the natural. Back then, you caught hell about how you looked. You did. The nappy-headed jokes and just things like that. So women were seeking, different things to do with their hair. We look at 2020, a lot of us are embracing our natural hair with the braids and the coils and the curls and locks.
But you still need product to help you maintain that.
Yes.
And thank God for people like Madam C.J. Walker who ushered it in. And for the lady who said, regarding you, everybody want to look like me. You know you can be light-skinned with nappy hair, right?
Hello.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Woman.
But people, and this goes back to slavery, y'all. The separatism. If you were dark, you were kept here. If you were light, you were kept here. Well, we do know why we was light.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And
So
at the end of the day, we're just trying to get our hair together.
Yes. But people get sensitive. You can tell that we're not here for like sensitivity
at all. Then don't try it over here.
Leave a comment. I know we done started some ish today.
Yes.
I know we done went from being comical, being serious. Leave a comment. Toya's not here tomorrow.
Yes.
And it's not because she's dark skinned. Before people start with that ish.
She sent her home because
she sent her home because she was dark.
No, guys, on the serious note, my grandmother's in the hospital. She had to have heart surgery this morning. I think she's actually still in surgery. Okay. So please send prayers out for my Nana. Keep her in your thoughts. I will be with her all day tomorrow and today when I leave here. So.
Yeah, so keep her Nana in prayer. Dexter, you better show up tomorrow.
Yeah, he gonna be
Leave
here.
a comment. The channel is growing up. I heart you. That means that I saw it. Have a great day. It's not cute.
Not knowing.
Thank you so much. Bye for joining us.